So when I first got into 3D, one of the main reasons that I was interested in it is because I kept seeing like construction, phasing animations, and other animations where geometry actually moved into place, which I thought was really interesting. Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about how we can do that inside of SketchUp. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. Okay, so to do this, we're going to need to do it inside of the Pro version of SketchUp using an extension called Animator. So you can download Animator from the Sketchucation extension warehouse. I'll link to it in the notes down below. Note that it's currently available for download for free. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. I've got this deck model that I've created right here, and it's a pretty simple model. It's just kind of some repeating pickets and other things like that, where we're going to animate these moving into place using a couple different methods. And so what we want to do is we want to start off and make sure that you have Animator active, but you just want to click on this button right here to go into the clip editor. And so once you go into the clip editor, that's going to pop up this editor right here. You may have to save your file before you do this. But now what I want to do is I want to set this up where some of these pieces start moving into place. And so one thing that's going to be important is you need to make sure that you've taken your different groups that you want to animate separately and put them on their own tags. So notice like this, for example, I've put all my pickets on a tag, I've put all my posts on a tag, other things like that. So now I can toggle these all on and off the way that I want them to go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create a clip. And I haven't really talked about the clips too much, but basically these are just like animations inside of animations. And so for this one, I want to click on New Clip right here. And we're just going to call this Post Install. And we're going to hit the Enter key. And so this has basically created a clip that we're going to be able to create an animation inside of that if we go back over here is going to show up on our main timeline. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to edit this element. So now we're inside of this clip. And so one thing to note about creating animations in Animator is I usually recommend creating your own like destructive model in here, meaning a copy of your model that you can move things around on, because you're going to need a few different things for this to work properly. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to animate these two posts moving in position. We want the rest of these off. And so what I've done is I've set this up where I can toggle all but these two posts off just by toggling this tag right here. So I just put these on their own tag is all that I did. And so what I want to do is I want to create a movement right here. I'm going to click on this button right here and click on the option for New Movement. What this is going to do is this is going to allow me to add different kinds of movements. In this case, we want to add a translation. But the problem is these are already in place, which is a little bit of an issue and kind of a limitation that I'm not sure how to get around. So what I want to do is I want to take this and I want to have it move from outside to inside right here, but it's already in place in the 3D model. So I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to click on the Save button right here in order to save this, and then I'm going to click on this button to exit the tool. And so what I want to do in this situation is I'm going to again turn everything off except for these two posts right here. And what I want to do is I want to set these up where these are away from my model. So I'm going to move them over here like this. So I just want things to start off where they're away from the model right here. And again, this is why you create your own copy so that when you destructively edit this or move things in here, you're not destroying your main model. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and then we're going to jump back into Animator. And we want to go back in our clip and we want to add that new movement. So we're going to take this and we want to add a translation, and it's going to ask us to select something. In this case, I'm going to click on this and I want to find this blue vertical right here. I don't want the whole group, I just want the vertical that's right here. And what I want is I want this to animate so that it moves over here like this. And so notice if I was to move this slider back and then click on the play button, what this has done is this has this moving into place right here. So we've got this moving in. I think this is good, so I'm going to go ahead and save that sequence. Notice how that shows up over here in the timeline, so you can actually see it. And then you can adjust things like the length. So if you wanted this to take like 3 seconds or something like that, you could click on the duration in order to make that change. So that piece is now moving in right here. Well, now what I want to do is when this gets close, I want these bolts or lag bolts to go into these holes. And so to do that, I'm just going to add another unit movement right here. So we're going to click on New Movement, and we're going to click on these lag bolts. So I'm going to click in here, and I want to find the option for group number 4, which is the group that is associated with these individual lag bolts. And what I want is I want this to offset in the Y direction. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that to the Y direction just by clicking on Y. And I'm just going to move my mouse over like this so that these are inside of the holes. So if you look at this, what this is doing is this is animating the movement of those lag bolts. So if I click on the play button, see those moving into place. So I'm going to click right here in order to do that. And so now if we zoom back out and we look at this animation right here, so we click on play, that's going to move into place, and then our lag bolts are going to move into place right here. So we've got the first one animated. Well, now we want to animate the second one. So at 1 second, I want to add another movement in here. So I'm going to click in here, I'm going to add a new movement, and we're just going to do the same thing where we're going to select this vertical, and we're going to have this move over here like this. And for this one, what I might do is I might have this speed go a little bit faster. So I might change the overall duration of this sequence to 1 instead of 2. Or I can kind of like move this forward. Basically what I want is I want this to hit that wall at the same time that this one does over here. So I'm just going to click on this button right here. So now if we click on play, notice how these are both going to move in and go into place. And then because these are components, these screws or lag bolts are moving into place right here. So basically we've created a sequence animation in here that animates the movement of these objects. And so I'm also going to add a camera location. So I'm going to move my camera to maybe like right here or something like that. Actually, I think we need to add the camera first. So I'm going to click on add new camera, and we want to set up our view so that's where we want it to be. Maybe somewhere like this, but we're just going to click on the button to capture the current camera view and click on the checkbox. And I'm just going to move that camera view so that it starts at the very beginning. So that's where our camera is going to start. So our camera is going to be right here, and our animation is going to have these flying into place, and then it's going to have these bolts flying into place. So now what I want to do is I want to toggle on the other posts, right? The vertical posts. So to do that, we're just going to click in here and add a new visual effect. And so the visual effect is going to allow us to add things that affect the way that this looks. Well, in this situation, what I want to do is I want to click on this, and I want to set layer visibility for the rest of my pickets in here. So I'm just going to toggle on the remaining pickets right here. So we're going to click on OK in order to do that. And one thing I kind of want is I want my camera to move back just a little bit. So I'm just going to add a new camera right here. Maybe something like this, and click on capture and click on the checkbox. So now we're going to transition our camera movement from this view to this view as a part of this animation. So notice how this is kind of flying backwards right here, and then those are going to toggle on. And so let's go ahead and let's add another movement for those. And in this case, I want to have these appear or disappear progressively. So to do that, what I want to do is I want to select those remaining posts. And so if I click in here, one thing I haven't done that I probably need to do is I need to go back into my SketchUp and group those posts separately. So I'm just going to click on the save button right here. We're going to click on exit to SketchUp, and I'm going to turn those posts on, and I'm going to select them. So inside of that group, I want these posts to be in a group so that I can quickly get to them inside of Animator. So then we can go back to Animator, back into this clip, and we can add that other movement. So at this point, I want to add a movement right here. I want to click on this option to make things appear, and I want to select, I'm going to select the first group in here. And so what that should do is that's going to take these and it's going to make them appear as if a section plane was running across this. If you wanted to, you could set this to be on like the y-axis instead. That's going to make those posts show up progressively like this. So now if I click out of here and I play this, my first clip is going to be these moving into place and the screws going in, and then the rest of these posts showing up. So I've basically got the first clip set up in here, and the nice thing about this clip is you can set the overall duration. So like for example, if I wanted this to be 10 seconds, I could type in a value of 10, and that's going to slow this whole thing down a little bit. So for the first step, I'm going to have this be 10 seconds of animation. And then now we're going to add a new clip. And so for our new clip, and I click the save button a lot in here just in case something crashes or something like that. But now we want to add a new clip, and that new clip is going to be our vertical rails sliding into position. So we're going to click in here, add a new clip, and we're going to call this one rail installation. And so that's just going to be another clip like we had before, but this time what we want is we want our rails to slide into position. So again, remember how those are in place right now? Well, we need to take this and we need to set them so that they are they're above everything, so that they slide into position. So I'm just going to exit to SketchUp real quick, and I'm going to toggle this. I'm going to move my top and my bottom rails up. So I've got these in a group, or I should have them in a group. There we go. So now this is really easy to do because I can just take these two pieces and I can just move them up like this. And so now if I go back into Animator, we want to go back into this clip right here. And so for this clip, what we want is we want these to slide into position. So we can do that using another unit movement. And we're just going to use a transition animation. So we're just going to select this. We're going to get the whole group, and we're going to set this where it moves down into position. I'm actually going to toggle my pickets on again, just so I can see where that's going to be. But we want to add a translation animation. So I'm just going to click to select this group, use the Z axis, and I want to make sure I get the top of these objects because we want to align this with the bottom of those pickets right here. So we've basically added that movement animation to this object where it's going to slide down like this. And then we can toggle our pickets back off, and we can click play in order to see what that animation is going to look like. So we've got an animation here for that object that's going to take 2 seconds right now, and we can adjust that later, but we're going to click on the checkbox. So now for this animation, you're going to have your rail flying down here, then you also want your second rail. So we're going to add a new movement again. So in this case, we're going to translate this group. And this one, we want to move down so that it aligns with the top of our pickets, like this. So, now if we click play, we've got the top piece sliding into position, or the bottom piece, and then the top piece, like this. And so you could overlap those if you wanted to. So you could set this so this one has a start time of maybe like 1 second or something like that. So if I click on play, you're not going to have to wait quite as long for that piece. But now you've got these flying into position right here. And we also want to have our handrail in position. And our handrail, we're going to use that same animation that we used before where it uses kind of the section plane to make it appear. So we're going to click in here, add a new movement, and it's going to be the apparition. And in this case, we want the rail to be on. We're going to click on this and select the whole thing right here. And so you could set it so it goes either direction. I personally like the way it looks in the X direction, so we're going to go ahead and leave it like that. And so one thing that we need to do is at this point right here, we need to toggle that layer on. So we're going to add a visual effect where we can turn our handrail on right here. That way this is actually going to show up. So now if I click play, see how the handrail is going to slide across here like this. And so now if I go back, I've got these two clips, right? I've got the first clip where these pieces are sliding into position. I've got the second clip where these pieces slide into position and our handrail gets added. And then we can add another clip, or we could just put this inside of our rail installation clip where our pickets are going to show up. So to do that, we want to do that same thing where at this point right here at 5 seconds in, we want to toggle our layer visibility on. So we're going to go in here, whoops, we're going to add a new visual effect. We're going to toggle our pickets on right here. And then for this final piece, we need to toggle our pickets on, right? So we've added a layer visibility state right here where those pickets are on, but we also want to add another unit movement in here where these appear or disappear progressively. So in this case, we want to click in here, we want to select the whole pickets group, and we just want to test this real quick. And I actually think I want this one to go in the Y direction. So we're just going to click on OK right here, or the checkbox. Now, if you click on this, notice how those pickets are going to move into place like this. And one other thing we could do is we could add a camera location to make this a little bit more interesting. So for example, this one, maybe we'll add a new camera that's this particular view. But then at the end of it, we'll add a camera that's maybe this view right here. So what that's going to do is that's going to transition your camera from that location to this location right here. So if we take this whole thing, we click on play, you can see these pieces sliding into position like this, and then you can see your pickets going into place as well. And so now you can see the whole animation is going to look something like this. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this. We're going to save our model. And then we want to export this. And so there's an option over here for generate a video for the film that we can click on in order to export this. This looks super complicated. It's really not that complicated. One thing you do need to do is you need to make sure that you install this FFMPEG program. I've made a whole video about that I'll link to on this page. But now I just want to export this to an MP4, and we're just going to call this deck install right here. We can go ahead and leave the frame rate as is. Just remember, the more frames you have, the longer this is going to take to render, but the smoother your animation will be. You could set your dimensions to something else if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to click on this option to generate video. And so what that's going to do is that's going to take all of those frames. In this case, I've got 426, and it's going to stitch them together into a video file. So we'll let this go, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at our final product. All right, so once we're done, you can click on this button in order to play that animation, or you can open the folder. I'm going to click on the play button so that we can watch the animation that was created. All right, so leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. Animator can be a little bit intimidating, so just get in there and try to create some simple stuff, and then you can move to more complex stuff like this. I'll link to some other Animator tutorials on this page. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me pass SketchUp by Basecamp of this year. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.